Hello and welcome to another race in the GT Sport Championship here today at Sardegna Road Track A. I'm Crafty and with me as always is Marty Bumble. Good afternoon, Marty. Talk us through the track here today.
Yeah, good afternoon, Crafty. It's a beautiful day here at Sardegna. We've got a 5.1k track here with 15 turns. We're expecting some close racing today. We've got the 4 Mazda Roadsters on track doing 6 laps.
Yes, and we have racing soft tyres, no compulsory pit stops, but possible pit stops with these tyres wearing out fairly quickly. To the grid now, Graham has taken pole position from Like to Race. SZaucy is in third, Cosmo at the rear. And it looks like we're set for a start here. Rev's starting to rise. Graham on pole. Can he lead it into turn 1? Here we go. Ready to race. And we are racing. And they are underway. And it looks like a fairly even start here with these even cars. And Graham does have the lead. Followed by Like to Race, SZaucy and Cosmo. But look, already some slipstreaming going on down into turn 1. Graham takes the normal line. He's got a fairly good start. SZaucy covers from Cosmo. Oh! Like to Race shoots down. And Graham wasn't expecting that one. That was a good move from Like to Race on Graham.
Yeah, Like to Race really took the title line, but he carried a lot of speed into that turn. Oh no, here we see Graham, I think it is.
Yes, it's Graham. Graham's run wide there, but he's held to position there. Cosmo and SZaucy hassling him now though, and Cosmo sweeps around the outside. SZaucy down the inside. Graham has his ears boxed there.
Yeah, he's taken a bad hit there from first to fourth, but Like to Race has got a reasonable lead at the moment. However, they all seem to be closing in. We'll see how they go in this first lap.
Yes, that was a very exciting start there. Graham really, it looked like he was well ahead of them, but then he must have braked way too early for that first corner.
Yeah, that's the only reason I can see, because SZaucy and Cosmo have certainly come on too, right up the back of him.
Yes, and now into this one of these tight hairpins. Look, all trying to find the right line through there. SZaucy's got past Cosmo now, so we ride on board with SZaucy now as he hassles Like to Race into this fast sweeping part of the track. He looks one way, sweeps back the other way on Like to Race. Gee, they're not sure exactly which lines to take as Like to Race one's wide now.
Yeah, well, they're all running a bit wide on that corner. However, I think it's a difficult corner to master.
Yes, and Cosmo now looks like he might get past Like to Race too. Yeah, they're learning the track on the go here. They haven't had much experience in these cars or at this track.
No, well, here we have a replay of what happened at that last turn there.
No, I think we have a replay of the start here. Yeah, so I'm board with Cosmo. I think we've got there as we saw Graham on that wide line, and then everyone got down the inside of Graham. There goes Like to Race, and then we had that weird moment where Graham ran wide as well. What happened there, Bumble?
And no, I don't know, and whether he's had any thrown off course there by the other competitors, but he certainly just went in too hot and has run wide.
Yes, there he goes again, and that was Cosmo getting past, and then SZaucy swept down the inside of him. You can still see the live action on the bottom screen there. Now we head back to live action as Cosmo gets a bit sideways there. We're on lap 2 now. SZaucy is ahead of Like to Race as well. So what happened here? Here's a replay. Like to Race. He's already... Oh, he tried to get back past SZaucy and went in a bit hot into turn 1 again. Same move he did on Graham.
Yeah, he thinks he's got it mastered, but that time he's got cut a bit short there by SZaucy.
Yes, and now sort of split into 2 packs here. You got SZaucy and Cosmo, just with a little gap between them and Like to Race and Graham. As SZaucy covers the inside line here, Cosmo tries to go around the outside, but then there's no way around there, is there, Bumble?
No, you're out on the dirty line there, and it's really a long way around if you're going to take that one.
Yes, and we watch here as SZaucy has a bit of a lead now over Cosmo. Like to Race has Graham all over the back of him. He'll be trying hard to recover from that really poor start there.
Yeah, I think he's made up a little bit of ground now. He's right up behind Like to Race. Like to Race nearly runs wide on that corner, but there's contact there.
Oh, what happened there to Like to Race? It looked like he clipped that wall which sort of slingshotted him back into the path of Graham.
Yeah. Oh, here we are. Replay coming again.
I think we've got a split screen here with a new feature we've got in this telecast. It's SZaucy's on board on the left, followed on the right by the outside cameras following SZaucy. So talk us through a bit of the lap here, Bumble.
Yeah, well, you can see SZaucy is out front there. We've got Cosmo. He's drifted back off a little bit there. It must be SZaucy's really found his groove here, and he's got quite a considerable gap. Whereas we've got Like to Race still in third. Graham's coming up behind, but they've all got a bit of a gap there now.
Yes, there's just a bit of a gap at the moment. Everyone just finding their way, maybe looking after tyres, because we weren't sure how long they would last here. Still riding on board with SZaucy. This is a fast sweeping left-hander we've got here, and then we come down into the next part of the track. I think it's the little left-hand kink followed by another hairpin. There's a lot of challenges on this track, isn't there, Bumble?
Yeah, initially you look at the track and you think there might be only 3 or 4 tight corners, but those sweeping corners can catch you out too. You think you can fly through them. As you just saw, SZaucy lost quite an amount of time then by braking too late. Cosmo's closed in.
Yes, and SZaucy wearing wide there, and Cosmo is on the attack now, and he's under all sorts of pressure here. Look at this. Cosmo tries to sweep around the outside. SZaucy covers the inside, and SZaucy gets a wheel on the grass. Now Cosmo's up the inside, heading into the next tight corner, and he might just have him. No, not quite. Here comes Graham down the inside, and he's made contact with Cosmo, and around goes Graham. Cosmo recovers quickly, but Graham, oh, what happened there?
Yeah, he's made a big dive. He's taken Cosmo, as we can see in the replay here. Big hit there. Lucky there wasn't a lot of damage there. Gave Like the Race P2 then.
Yes, here's another look on the rear view of SZaucy. Jeez, that was just way too deep there from Graham. And one more look at it, I think, here on Like to Race. Look at that, just shoots down the inside, and poor Cosmo had nowhere to go.
No, he's certainly being cost. Hello, here we go. Brain going into the pit stop here. Looks like he's going for an undercut.
Yes, trying to recover some of that lost ground possibly. The tyres do look like they need a change as well, so he's gone for it early, and now we'll see what happens with the other teams, whether they react next lap or they think they can get to the end. Here they are now. They're down the road from Graham now. SZaucy in the lead. Cosmo's retaken second off Like to Race, and the tyre wear looks like it might come into play for these boys too. Looks like they've used about half of their tyre wear now.
Yeah, it does seem as though that they won't run to the end with those tyres. They will have to react, otherwise that'll put Graham way in front.
Yes, so it's just a matter of getting through this lap, and possibly we'll see all 3 of these in just to react to Graham. Otherwise they will lose too much time, as you said, Bumble. So SZaucy coming down to the next tight left-hander, and Cosmo, there's a bit of gap between them all, still recovering from that incident with Graham on the last lap, but maybe all struggling a bit with their tyres, just trying to get back to that pit lane as quick as they can. Otherwise Graham, who'll be on the charge, is coming through.
Yeah, we'll see the difference here. Although that SZaucy did have quite a bit of lead, I don't know whether he will lose a position. I'd say that Graham was a little bit far back to benefit from that undercut.
Yes, he's on board with Cosmo again, and we're heading towards the end of the lap, so we'll be seeing now if they do pit in, coming through this fast right-hander, and then just watch if they dart off to the right or not. We're looking on board Cosmo. Here we go. SZaucy. Here, SZaucy's in. Cosmo's staying out. Is he? No, he sweeps in late, and Like to Race follows them in too, so all 3 of them did pit. Cosmo looked like he went for the dummy, tried to stay out and full Like to Race, but that didn't work out.
No. It was definite that they were all going to come in anyway, I'd say. I'm not sure who he was trying to fool there, but we'll see whether Graham comes up now. We're watching. Graham is, we'll see.
Yes, out of the pits now, and there goes Cosmo. There's Graham. Let's see what he does. He sweeps to the outside of Cosmo. Graham has come up from 4th to 2nd, so that was a good strategy from his team. Now Graham up into 2nd, but he will have slightly older tyres towards the end of the race.
Yeah, that's right. But Cosmo's really pressuring him. The moment his tyres come up to temp, he's already pulling to the inside. He's going to try and sweep around the inside of Graham.
Yes, good move from Cosmo. He's got through on Graham already, has he? No, Graham tries to hang on. He gets a bit sideways and Cosmo shoots ahead now. Like to Race is coming after them too now, so at least that's got Graham back in the game because he lost a lot of time with that collision with Cosmo.
Yeah, that was a good move by the team. Oh, and he's collided with the wall there. Oh, that wasn't good at all, but now Like Race is back in the game. He's just gone past him.
So all that hard work to regain those positions and Graham's just lost them again, so that wasn't great, but he is in the game now, so we've got 4 cars battling for the last couple laps here. We'll see what happens as... Cosmo went for the move, I think, on SZaucy, but that didn't work out either. Now Cosmo's lost out, and he might even lose out to Graham here. Let's see. And Like to Race is going for the move on SZaucy for the lead, so it's all going on here through the left-hand sweep, right-hand sweeper, and followed by the left-hand sweeper. Like to Race tries to go around the outside. Graham into the wall. Oh no! It's all gone wrong for Graham again. Back to the leaders, SZaucy, Like to Race, side by side. SZaucy's got the inside running for this corner and takes the lead there as we have a look at the replay in the top. Yeah, there was Cosmo going for the move on SZaucy and it didn't work out. I think he readdressed that one, Bumble.
Yeah, something's happened there. They must have had contact or whatever. For Like to Race to really close in on them, they both lost a lot of time. Now we see Like to Race pressuring SZaucy. He's right up behind him. See if he makes the move on turn 1 down here. Cosmo's coming up close behind, and Graham is a little bit further back, but he's still in the game, and Like to Race has darted down the inside.
Yes, and that's it. This is the last lap now, so it's all happening, and Like to Race has taken the lead. That's been his favourite spot for overtaking this whole race, as SZaucy wants to retake that position off him. They're going for the win here. Like to Race. SZaucy tries to sweep down the inside. There's contact between them, sideways for both of them. Here comes Cosmo sweeping through. Oh, that one didn't work out for SZaucy now, and Cosmo says, "Thank you very much, boys. I'll take both those positions."
Yeah, almost. He's just crept in front there, but Like to Race managed to grow it back a bit, but now Cosmo's definitely in the lead. So all he's got to do is maintain this as a clean race lap to the end, and he should have it.
Yes, and Cosmo has got the lead. SZaucy and Like to Race going at it again. They're side by side. Now we're on board with SZaucy. And I think you'll find Like to Race is right next to him there. And they're going through. Yes, there he is. Look at this. Side by side. And SZaucy has to give up there because there was a road to nowhere. And there's still a few corners to go here. So SZaucy desperately trying to regather that position. But it looks like Cosmo might have this one because Like to Race and SZaucy are just banging wheels all the time now.
Yeah, it does look like it. Graham is not far off the pace. He's there, but here we go. SZaucy's trying to go around the outside.
Yes, SZaucy down the outside, but he's run off into the grass sideways into Graham. Oh no, Graham's luck has just not been there at all today. Cosmo has one corner to go, and I think he's got this one because Like to Race is not close enough. Cosmo out of the last corner. Here he comes to the line. Well done to Cosmo, who wins the race here at Sardegna in the Mazda Roadsters. Like to Race second. I think SZaucy held on for third over Graham. Now let's have a look at the replay of this last lap action. There was SZaucy and Like to Race the first part of the move, where Like to Race shot down the inside at turn 1 as he's done all race long. This is on board with Cosmo. Then they came up to the next corner and there was more contact between them.
Yeah, that was his signature move on the first corner of the lap. And it was just door banging all the way around, which invited Cosmo to get to the front. And once he was there, he was protected because they were still going at it through the lap.
Yes, look at that. Both of them sideways, and Cosmo found the gap and went for it. And then this is the end of the lap. Graham, he was just minding his own business, waiting for the incident, but the incident came to him.
Yeah, really unlucky because he definitely would have been on the podium there. SZaucy has just clipped him big time after losing it in the grass, but still, he can't say that it was his lack of performance in the race when he was right there at the end.
Yes, look at this. They were banging wheels all the way to the finish line there, and well done to Cosmo, who's just survived all the action here today. He's done a great job and he's taken the win. Thank you for watching as always. Marty Bumble, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it certainly is. We love this Sardegna track and we hope to see more action there.
Thank you very much for watching. I'm Crafty and we'll see you next time in the GT Sport Championship.